Professor Hancock, it's a little bit surprising that a business found to have officially committed, quote, an alarming catalogue of wrongdoing wouldn't face more serious sanctions than a 2-year probation and a bit more oversight. How can that be explained?
Well, I think that Crown's a very powerful entity. In its report, the Commission said how it was, on the one hand, finding all these negatives, to acted dishonestly, callously, broken legal and ethical rules. The board had been found to be very wanting, etc. But it did come down on saying, well, it's important to the economy. And I guess in that parenthesis is state taxes as well. And also that Crown have been making moves to reform themselves. So it does seem very lenient indeed, and the devil is in the detail.
Is anybody likely to face prosecution over this?
Well, it's hard for someone like me to say, because other authorities would be having surely to take on board some of what was happening at the board level in terms of public accountability for directors, and also in terms of tax evasion. I mean, they've just paid back 61 million plus and still going for tax evasion. And this wasn't just isolated instances. It was often over 5 or 6 years. Also flouting the laws in China, putting their own employees at risk. They were in jail for 9 months. They broke laws in Malaysia, Taiwan, Singapore. So probably other authorities. And whether or not AUSTRAC, they're under-reporting, or they're actually lying to AUSTRAC, and what they did in the cage with disaggregating larger amounts of spend for some of the high roller rooms and putting it through under the AUSTRAC reporting of 10,000. I mean, you could go on. And those of us who tracked the hearings, there was a lot of this coming out. People were gasping every day at what was being uncovered.
Crown Melbourne is now going to be subject to special oversight by a special manager. Isn't that the job of the board of an organisation?
Well, you'd think it's both the job of the board and the regulator. I mean, we need a new, frank, fearless and independent regulator. And you know how they had this other parallel inquiry and they haven't put out the details on that. But basically, to say they're going to have a separate casino regulator, all very well, but we're still just looking at Melbourne, not looking at Crown's other operations in other states. A lot of this points to the need for a national casino regulator. It's probably beyond the remit of a state body, but at least it could recommend it.
Professor Hancock, thank you very much. Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.